Good evening, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 6:38 on Sunday evening, the last Sunday in January 2023. I'll have a few for tomorrow. The day got better as we went on. Legal rights was under the cosh from the get-go. Jockey and horse tried their best, but whatever was up, he didn't get placed even. I think he finished 6th in that race. Step Up and Trip is probably more suitable for him anymore. Nero Rock, in spite of being well punted, and that was even without the non-runner, died a death. And Arthur's Key, who I had given up on in Ireland before he transferred to Ben Haslam, and he has won 3 in a row. And he's a 9-year-old. I remember the day he was brought down in Thurles. I had a good bet on him in Ireland a couple of years ago. And then we had... What had we? Art Deco. He won. He was 7-4 last night. I think he went off even money. Good winner. Took him all the time to get there and won. And Russian Venture won the last one. 100-30. Won snug enough as well. That's twice that has won for us over jumps lately. It has improved immensely in the last few months. I won on the flat as well. Great for Rebecca Menzies, and great for Tom Gilligan today. Seabank Bistro eventually won over Hurls. That's the second time winning in Naas. The way he got up to the line, a Step Up and Trip. Get him up to 3 mile, I'd say. I don't know whether he'll be going to Cheltenham or not. Maybe he might be an Albert Bartlett horse, you wouldn't know. And what else had we? Oh, yes. I was saying that on the bus last night, that there was such good crack on it, and I said to Steve, there's never a dull moment on this bus. But there was slight hiccup there today. Left a lot to do, but I thought he'd get there, and I thought he actually got there. And I thought as it will settle for the dead heat. Beaten by a nose. 7-1 in multiple bets. Cross doubles, trebles, and a nice wager each way on him on the nose. Saved the bookies some money, I can tell you. I put the 6 of them together in cross doubles and cross trebles. So that would have been 4 up. So you only... Makes an awful difference, especially at that price. But as I say, it was the right horse, wrong day. I was fairly confident about that last night. I had intended that being my only selection, and that's why I left it up for a while at a 2 point each way, because I was saying it can't be out of the money, and I was thinking today would be his day. And then the other ones for Fontwell and Sedgefield was the only ones I put up. I done them 2 cards because I was asked to do them by people going to the track, and we done all right. But that was the reason that I put them up, and I forgot about it until late last night until somebody reminded me. And I didn't put up Seabank Bister because it's easy pick, an even money favourite. But I was wishing Tom the best of luck. He'll be a happy camper tonight. He was the guy that organised the trip to Willie Mullins' yard some months back. He owns Loch Lynn as well. So anyway, and a good day for Roscommon. Tom's colours on Seabank Bistro is the blue and gold, the primrose and blue, and the one bet thrown for the first time in 20 years today. And it's too early to be making the number plates yet for Roscommon for Sam, but we'll hope to stay up in the Premier Division, the Premier Division, that's the other language. Division 1. Be great to stay in that. But we have a tough campaign. We've thrown to Galway, I think, next weekend. Good matches the weekend. Good game last night with Mayo and the Hereford Chokers. So anyway, on to tomorrow. It's a sort of a forgiven day for a couple of horses, and one of them there is Galop de Chasse. The reason I'm forgiving it is his best runs were on good to soft ground, which will be soft, good to soft tomorrow. And his last 2 runs, both were heavy ground. Against Fast Book Beaten and Haddo de Zobo, Gary Moore's horse. But it's only in the last furlong that it's sort of tired out, and I'm giving it a chance tomorrow again. Venetia hasn't had a winner in a couple of weeks, and people just always say she never wins on good to soft or soft, but if you look at the field, there's no world beaters in it, and it's a good jumper and it's a good traveller, and it's only a 7-year-old. So we're going to go point win on that. And next there we have one in Punchestown. I went for one in every track, and you can pick and choose what you want, because there's one that's on the Goo, so people don't be like backing on the Goo. I thought there's a handicap hurl there tomorrow, and I thought Sundial. This is a very interesting race because there's great form in this from several of horses that will be going to Cheltenham as winners, like. But this won a good maiden on the flat in Navan, which is with Aidan O'Brien, and it was 6th behind Nusret and 6th and 5th to Lossiemouth. Both now, it has to run 4 times before it runs in a handicap in. So I'm just thinking maybe that's why they're running this the 4th time here, thinking of the Boodles or something. Ludus and Snapius has also good form behind winners. One is behind Comfort Zone, who was won again. That's behind Blood Destiny and Comfort Zone, and that has won already. But that was my selection tomorrow in that race. In the 4:30 at Huntington, this is one here. This is a risky proposition, but it's an 8-1 shot, and we can go each way on this. I thought tomorrow might be the day to get it first time out. It has 3 runs, and if you look at this race here, it had ran in a point to point, we'll say, with Colin Bowe to second to the Real Jet. 3 this last run over 2 miles. She wasn't too busy on it. Now it's in the middle of the 3 coming around the turn for home. Keep an eye on it.
West on Sunset, Miss Mulligan right there on the outer. They're chased 3 lengths away by Blue Bikini. Then Sheila Nash. Behind these Delta Rose and then Joyful Kit. And the others have got work to do. Miss Casey going up on the outside, leading you on. And finally Kadiyama. About to turn for home. Miss Mulligan on the outside of West on Sunset. She's so lovely between the pair as they straighten up now for the second last. Coming in to take it. And on the inside, West on Sunset, just the first to rise. Leads by a length and a half now to Miss Mulligan. Then She's So Lovely. Blue Bikini runs on into 3rd. Closing up. Here's the final flight. West on Sunset ran down it. So too Miss Mulligan in 2nd. And Blue Bikini's trying to drive up the inside as they race up towards the line. Blue Bikini on the far side. Miss Mulligan on the near side. West on Sunset giving way. Blue Bikini staying on stoutly and does enough. Draws away to win by a couple of lengths.
I think there was a bit more under the bonnet than Bridget was asking that day, and it's stepping up to 4 furlongs for his first time in a handicap, and he pulled the wool the other day on something similar. It's an 8-1 shot there, in each way. Now that's a gamble. Coral Work is no slouch, well, middling, but is carrying top weight, and Murphy's horses are in and out. But I just thought that was a gamble we could take tomorrow. And in Plumpton, there's something similar with a horse, their Executive Pool. It was beaten by, but it was heavy ground the last day. And it's only a 4-year-old, Tommy Dillon, and that's where he opposed. But there's a stone in the difference in weight. They carried equal weights the last day, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 10 stone 2, 10 stone 2. But this Tommy Dillon just absolutely loved the mud and muck that was there.
Of Mare's Dream, Tommy Dillon as well in the black and orange jacket into 5th place now. Have these leaders gone a little bit too quick? De Gloire, Executive Pool on the outside. They're 3 or 4 lengths clear of Tabaretta and Mare's Dream. Tommy Dillon still going all right in 5th place as they swing on left-handed down the hill. 2 flights left to jump and a very long run in. And it's de Gloire. Executive Pool is stoked along to go alongside. Rages upsides the leader. They are clear of Tabaretta, Mare's Dream and Tommy Dillon. Nahulhan still holding on to Tommy Dillon. Dillion. They're well clear of the others as they head on towards the second last. De Gloire, Executive Paul just beginning to run on the spot a bit. Tommy Dillion comes through smoothly as they jump the second last. De Gloire has been out there.
You've seen enough. The one that came from the back loved the conditions, and this had done its best running, I thought, on good to soft. That was heavy ground. Second behind Anger Management, and second in Plumpton behind Mr. Freedom a couple of times. They were in juvenile races, and she's a fine big mare, and she's getting a 4-year-old allowance there because she's rated 91. And if she wasn't 91 carrying 10 stone 7, there's 92 rated horse there is carrying 11 stone 7, so she'd be only a pound lighter than that if she wasn't getting the allowance. So I thought there was the ground making a difference, and Moore's in good form. He had a grade 1 yesterday. And then I thought going to Wolverhampton for the Goo, I thought Tabaretta, there's money for this in the last. These ran against each other the last time. But a front runner and Mr. Spencer, I didn't think was the plan the last time. And Mighty River collared him. But this horse needs to come from behind. Spencer is on him, and Mighty River gets the better of this. But there's 2 pound swing tomorrow, and James Doyle is back in the irons tomorrow, which I thought would be better. Well, I know it's better. I'm not a Spencer fan, as you might know. Where are you gone here? Spencer has deserted. Oh dear. Anyway, you get me drift. Let me see, can we get it again? Try quick. Spencer's hiding. Come on, Jimmy. There you go.
In third, and then 2 lengths back in fourth, and seemingly beaten is Carl. They're moving down towards the 2 furlong marker and turning into the home straight, and Mighty River and Ross Orion collaring Tabaretta, who's shot his bolt. He leads. Mohatu is trying to pick up the pieces and is closing down steadily, but runs into the back there of Mighty River. Mighty River still the leader with just half a furlong left to go. Mohatu's going to try again. Tabaretta is rallying on the rail. This is a thriller. Mighty River, Tabaretta, but Mighty River sees it out well. Mighty River goes on to win. It was tight for second with Tabaretta.
No. I thought James Doyle might swing back tomorrow night. Anyway, it's NFL night. 8 o'clock is the first game, so we're out later tonight. We are not out until 11:30, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Hope you're learning the tomahawk chop off. Anyway, I wish I was there tonight. I'll be there in spirit. Bash the bookies. Over and out.